Yo, what's going on YouTube? Man. Man, wasn't a good night for the white boys tonight, man. I just had to just say it like that. Man, my guy Ryan Karl, man, he lost, man, to like Eddie Ramirez. And I'm like, oh man, I was gonna have fun with that when Ryan Karl won. I was rooting for Ryan Karl. But he's a bit too slow, but man, he was fighting like he was fighting like he goes by the cowboy, but he was fighting like the true Mexican, fight style or whatever you want to call it. And Eddie Ramirez, he was smooth, man. He was smooth, man. He was going to the body and everything like that. But man, that Luis Collazo versus old boy Sammy Vasquez, man. Collazo put it on Sammy, man. That right hook landed. It was the third round and the sixth. He finished it, man. He set him up so perfectly, man. You know what I'm saying? He was stepping back. He hit old boy with the elbow to get a little bit of spacing. With his left elbow, step back, and threw that right hook, man, and landed right on the chin. It's like, bam, And, Sammy Vasquez, he was giving it to him, man. They were both, it was a great fight, man. It was a good fight, highly skilled fight. But Luis Collazo was like, he was setting him up, man. He was setting him up. And in the post-fight, it turns out he was telling them, he's like, watch out for the right hook. Watch out for the right hook, So pretty much that was in the game plan of setting Sammy Vasquez up with the right hook. And it worked, man. It worked. And it just goes to show, man, like, a lot of people was just talking about, Keith Thurman, going against, Luis Collazo. But what you talking about? You talk about Keith Thurman beat a former champion, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is not, like, dead in the water, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't think a lot of people want to give Keith Thurman, like, a lot of credit for that fight. Because, he got hurt. He wasn't down, but he was hurt. And, he made Collazo, quit, man. You know what I'm saying? He made Collazo have second thoughts. But much respect to Collazo. He got the I guess you would say the knockout, TKO, but he got the knockout. And, he celebrated a little bit, but he turned around and was like, man, this dude's still down. He prayed for him. He showed some concern, for Sammy Vasquez and whatnot, and then I guess he was trying to tell him like how he set him up, like afterwards, like, man, this is how it went down and whatnot, just in case you don't remember. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, he called out Shawn Porter, man. He wants that Shawn Porter fight. He's like, look, man, Danny and Keith Thurman busy. Earl, he trying to do something with Earl Spence trying to do something with Kell Brook. So give me Shawn Porter. And Shawn Porter needs to fight like this, man. He needs a former champion. The dude just coming off knocking out a prospect that was coming off a loss. But Sammy Vasquez didn't last year was July, they were saying, like, he didn't get knocked out by Felix Diaz, you know what I'm saying? He just got outworked and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Felix Diaz was pretty tricky, man. He was slipping in and out. Then he was pressuring Sammy Vasquez when Vasquez didn't want to work. And then before you know, when Sammy Vasquez let his hands go, Felix Diaz was like back on his chest and stuff like that. So, he did a very good job in that fight, Felix Diaz. He was tricky, man. He was tricky. And but so was Luis Collazo, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Sammy Vasquez got that cut. Because Luis Collazo bleeds easily, man. He was bleeding the Keith Thurman fight, right? So I think Sammy Vasquez inexperience, man, just showed up, man. His inexperience showed up. If anything, what he should have done when the dude started bleeding, instead of thinking that Collazo was going to panic and stuff like that, you probably should have maybe backed off a little bit and then focused on the cut in the later rounds. Maybe he should just use his jab more, try to open up that cut, and see if he can get that fight stopped on a cut. You know what I'm saying? Because that cut would have opened up. And he was getting off some good shots. I mean, Luis Collazo, he was bobbing and weaving real good and stuff like that. But dude is 35 years old, you know what I'm saying? Sammy Vasquez supposed to be the younger guy and stuff like that. Keep it on the outside, keep him bobbing and weaving, you know, make him work, make him follow you around a little bit. I mean, you got him cut. But, nah, man, he kept pressing the action. And he stood right in front of Luis Collazo, and then the sixth man, he was following the dude, and that's all Collazo needed him to do, you know. So, yeah, man, like they say, there's levels in boxing, man. There's levels in boxing, and Luis Collazo took old boy to another level. But yeah, man, tell me what y'all think, man. Shawn Porter versus Luis Collazo, that's next, man. That's what's next. All right, man. I'll catch y'all later, man. All right. Bye.